Hey guys, it's your homeboy, the one and only Great Dane, back with Brawl Stars. So today I just wanted to do a quick video telling you guys how you can get the most out of your star points. So, if you guys don't know, star points are used to buy exclusive items from the shop, earn star points from the trophy league, or when a brawler ranks 10 and every 5 ranks after that. So, basically, I'm just going to be letting you guys know about the Trophy League star points, but other ways to earn star points are playing the power play games every day, because at the end of the season, so usually I get around 600-700 by the end of the season, which is about half of the top players, which get like 1,200, who are always winning because they have the best teams. So usually that converts to about 600 or 700 star points, and the league ends in every 2 weeks. And it's the same thing for your rank. So how it works is, you'll see that star point reward is 20, then it goes up by 30, then it goes up by 20. And then everything else after that, you only get 10 more star points. So the best thing I can recommend to you guys is, if you play Brawl Stars a decent amount, but not enough to get to like here, I would just recommend getting all of your brawlers up to 550, because you're going to be getting the most gain from your start points. So I didn't want to be a hypocrite and suggest to you guys to do that without first doing it myself. So considering there are 44 brawlers in the game, it took me roughly a day to gain about 1,000 trophies overall, getting them all to 550. I didn't actually do the math, but it is a pretty significant increase in trophies. So another great thing about this is, it'll take you probably like a day if you have all the brawlers. And even if you don't have all the brawlers, I just try to get the ones up to 550 that you have, because again, that's just the best you can do without going, what I'd say, overboard, or if you're just really serious about the game. So when ranking trophies specifically, I wouldn't go much over 550 unless you're trying to get to a different rank, because as you can see at the end of the season, so I have 550 trophies now, but I think this season, well, I keep saying season, but it's technically like a league rank, but at the end it'll go from 550 to 549. So technically, you only have to gain 1 trophy to get back into this, which again will be the most star points you can get. So at most, at the end of every rank season or whatever, you'll be down all of your brawlers to 549, which means you only have to play 1 game with all of them, which is technically 44 games still, but they give you 2 weeks to do it. And something else I should probably mention is, if you're really looking to just straight gain trophies, something that's really good you can do is just get into a solo showdown. And it's especially good if you're already at like 549 and you're just trying to stay in that rank, because all you need is 1 trophy. So you can just sit in a bush and make like 5th place and just get 2 trophies, and then you don't have to do anything else with that brawler. Obviously, if you do have the Brawl Pass and you're taking challenge quests and you drop in trophies a bit, you might just want to play it back up to 550, which again isn't that hard to do, because you have to consider that the drop-off point is 500 trophies. So people around 550 aren't necessarily going to be trying that hard, but like, they're not professional players. They're going to be trying, but it's not extremely difficult. Again, it only took me about a day. So in addition to playing the power play events, you can, and this is 3 games every day, and it converts to about it rounds to about 100 of star points. So if you have 200, that's 200 star points. If you have 300, that's 300 star points. I don't remember if it rounds to the tenths or not, but again, just try to get as many, I'm not even sure what they're calling these. I guess they are technically still trophies, but they're league trophies. So you get as many league trophies as you can. Try to get all your brawlers to 550. So I didn't just want to talk about star points, so my overall feeling towards the season so far, so they have been adding a lot more wacky animations, and one specifically I want to point out was, you know how BB has a bat with a face on it? So you might need to pause the video even, but at the start you can see that the bat is angry, but when she flips it around it's smiling. So this is both cool and concerning because the bat has become weirdly more personified. I'm starting to wonder if the bat can feel when it's being aggressively smacked into people. But then you'll notice just a lot more brawler animations.
Time to fix this mess.
And you'll even notice that some specific skins have their own specific animations that didn't used to before. So I think Jessie's a good example. So this is the Shadow Knight Jessie skin specifically, I think is an older one. But you notice that she does this weird thing with her tongue and her eyes sparkle. So for the Shadow Knight, it's very different. I can't show you without actually playing a match, but the one I want to show you is that when she loses, she usually like cries or whatever. I'm pretty sure when Shadow Knight loses, she just does the sad face without actually having the tears run down her face. But some specific characters have specific animations, so if you have some extra skins, it might be worth playing with them to see if they changed anything. And again, even if you don't have the Brawl Pass, I should probably mention that these chromatic brawlers all go down to epic eventually. So if you wait 2 seasons, so say it's season 3, the season 1 chromatic is now an epic, the season 2 is now a mythic, and the current season is legendary. So the hardest one to get right now in chromatic is Ruffs, then Lewis mythic, and then all these 3 are epic. So again, they want to make it pretty fair for those who don't get the Brawl Pass every season, but again, so far, let me talk about my experience with Ruffs. So this is an interesting brawler. You can kind of think of him like Rico or Ricochet used to be his name, I think, which is the brawler that shoots the bouncy balls. So the reason for that is you can see he has the bounce shots, so it's quite similar to Rico. Then you have this gadget that lays sandbags so far. So these bags are really only useful against other brawlers that don't have attacks that go through stuff. So say you're going against Sandy, and he just shoots straight through the bags, this won't do you any good. But if you're like a Piper's about to get a last shot on you, you can just shove these down quick and run in the opposite direction and you'll probably survive. I should also mention that friendly brawlers can shoot past them, which is nice. So what's interesting about Ruffs, I keep forgetting Ruffs' name, I don't know why. What's interesting about Ruffs Super is that if you throw it really far away, it takes quite a while to launch, but it's nice that if you're being attacked directly, if you throw it as close to you as possible, it launches a lot faster. So that might help you if, say, you have an Edgar trying to jump on you, you might just survive. I find that Edgar is really, really good to play in solo showdown. And I noticed that a lot of the more serious players have very high trophies with Edgar because, again, you can either jump onto weak brawlers or you can just jump away from a fight you can't take, so it makes him very easy to gain trophies with. So if you're just looking to gain straight trophies in solo showdown, I definitely recommend it. Another reason I recommend solo showdown rather than any team-based mode is that not only can you not blame your teammates for you doing poorly, but you can also just, like, the trophy loss to gain rate, especially if you just hide for most of the match and let the other players kill each other. So you lose 6 if you get 10th. That's the same amount you get if you lose pretty much any team mode. However, so basically you're a lot more likely to lose less trophies. It's technically slightly harder to gain trophies, but since I'm pretty good at the game, it's definitely definitely better for me. So I'd only play team modes if you don't think you're that great at it. But if you think you're good, maybe try your hand at solo showdown and see how that works for you. So another good thing about getting all your brawlers to 550 is that you'll be getting experience with playing all of the brawlers. So I can definitely say most of the brawlers I don't usually play with as much. So Sprout specifically I've been using quite a bit.
Like trees.
So it's rather difficult to hit your shots at close range, so I've been getting a lot more practicing on that. And Sprout is a really good brawler for taking zones. Like he can just cut off the entire area by just spamming his attack, which is especially useful with the overgrowth one. Though I do see a lot of people using photosynthesis because like it says this shield partially protecting itself from attacks while inside a bush. It bothers me that it doesn't say how much the shield does, but believe me, it gives him a lot of defense. Anyway, I don't know that there's too much more for me to talk about. I think Ruffs is a pretty good brawler, and based on the way it is, I guess I could talk about. I literally just got the True Silver Piper skin. So far, I think I have about 5 True Silver skins, which is about 50,000, which is the same price as about 2 gold. So as long as they keep adding a new brawler every season, I don't think I'm technically ever going to have probably this is season 5, right? Yeah, so if you save up your coins and you do spend them on upgrades, you can usually get 1 silver per season, and these seasons last for like I think it was 70 days, so it's like 2-3 months to get 10,000 coins playing on regular and getting everything. Obviously it does help if you have the Brawl Pass because you get a lot more loot per se, but I still think even if you play regularly, and again the end of season rewards aren't as great, and specifically I mean the big boxes, they're good but not amazing. I already managed to max out Ruffs because I saved some of the star points from last season, I believe. So that took me about like a week of having him to max him out, so that wasn't too bad at all. So I'm enjoying this season so far. In concurrence to last season, I think I probably like this season more than last season, but I'm pretty sure that's just because I like space themes more, so I don't want to put my own personal bias in that. But again, let me know what you guys think about my way of getting the most star points, if you agree with me or not, especially if you play the game a lot and you're a professional at it. Be sure to let me know what you think the best way is. If you think I am saying something correctly, or maybe you have any other tips, just feel free to leave them in the comments. As always, I'll leave the game in the description if you don't have it and you want to try it. Make sure to give it a try because it's just pretty fun. It's both a battle royale and a team-based game, so it is a little bit for everyone, I think. Again, not sponsored by Brawl Stars, I just enjoy the game. So link in the description. Make sure to tell me anything you want. Make sure to leave a like if you find this useful. Again, 550 is all you really need to get the most star points. And otherwise, I would just keep playing all of the brawlers and try to get them to a similar rank, because again, the higher up you go, the harder it's going to be, because everyone's going to be trying just a little bit harder. So you just got to keep that in mind. Anyway, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and hit notifications if you look forward to not only my end of season review on this season 5 thing of Star Force, or you just enjoy my videos in general. We finally got over 100 subscribers. It's very cool to say that. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.